The first myth I want to explore today is one that fans love to believe, and it's the story that Jimi Hendrix used to put paper hits of LSD behind his headband during concerts so that the drugs could soak into his system. While in some cases the story says that the drug was cocaine or other drugs, at the end of the day there's absolutely no factual evidence to back up this story. Yes, Jimi was far more open about his drug use than most artists of the time, but at the same time doing that seems like an awful lot of work just to get high. Furthermore, former band members and even the curator at the Experience Music Project in Seattle have consistently shot down even the slightest truth in this story. So did Jimi Hendrix take acid while he was on stage? It's very likely, but most likely it was in the traditional way. For our second myth today, let's look into the truth behind the story that says a pizza delivery guy actually provides the piano work on Bachman-Turner Overdrive's classic song, Taking Care of Business. Now this one is a little bit odd because Randy Bachman has certainly enforced this story over the years in a number of different interviews. But in the end, it's not true. It's just a joke that came from a real circumstance. During the recording sessions for the song, Bachman-Turner Overdrive actually borrowed a studio musician who was recording next door with the Steve Miller Band. The player in question is Durkee, and he's been on a number of different songs, and because he was in such a rush, he wrote down the piano progression on the back of a pizza box. So yes, pizza was certainly involved in taking care of business, just not the pizza guy. Our final myth today is a far more recent one, and it's the story that a world-renowned violinist actually took to busking in a United States subway station. This is completely true, and it involved the great Joshua Bell, and he did this in January of 2007 in a Washington, D.C. subway station. As he tells it, he started playing during morning rush hour, and maybe one or two people stopped for a moment to check him out. People dropped the occasional dollar here and there, and after 45 minutes he had collected a grand total of $32.17. To put this in perspective, only a few days before this experiment, Bell had played a sold-out show in Boston with tickets averaging over $100 a piece. So while his pay rate certainly dropped that day, the story of a world-famous violinist playing in a subway station is completely true. So those are the myths for today. I hope you dug them. Be sure to check back here every single Thursday as I dig into some of the greatest stories in music history. And be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.